Now, when Harry Styles spoke on this, he had a different take. When promoting his self-titled album in May 2017, Harry spoke about the Larry Stylinson situation, saying, I think people are always going to speculate what songs are about, and I don't think I'd ever want to tell someone they're wrong for feeling what they feel about a song. At the same time, he made it pretty clear the lyrics he's written aren't about Louis, saying, I think if you really listen to the lyrics, I think you can work out if it's really about that or not, and I would lean towards no. But not a straight out no. He's just leaning towards a no. Interesting.
Is that two of the boys are in a relationship.
Look, Harry, I've got to ask you about this one. This is Famous Magazine. This says you and Louis are a couple. There's pictures of you kissing.
That's just weird.
Photoshop. That's Photoshop. There was a lady.
They've actually done this to me at night as well. When someone's in the middle, they just take the person out for the middle and put two. It's very clever, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you and Louis, there's nothing going on.
Nah, it's just me.
Now, in 2019, things took a dramatic turn when HBO's Euphoria took the Larry Stylinson fan fiction one step too far. The show included an animated scene between the bandmates in one episode, and fans were fuming after learning the One Direction guys didn't approve it beforehand. So in Euphoria, one of the most popular shows in 2019, it was huge. Did you guys watch it? Comment below. I watched it. I watched both seasons, but I feel like the third season's gonna fall apart, so it was good while it lasted. Anyways, there was a moment I remember where they showed Harry and Louis getting into it, and that really does push that theory even further, which I'm sure they were not happy about. Louis said, I can categorically say that I was not contacted, nor did I approve of this. Now, it doesn't seem like anything legally happened, and I don't think they can legally do anything, but it definitely left a bad taste in the One Directioner's mouth. Despite everything, Harry and Louis will always have love for each other through the ups and downs of fame. When the band's 10-year anniversary rolled around in July 2020, Harry said that he couldn't have said it better. To the boys, I love you so much. I couldn't be prouder of everything we've achieved together. Louis wrote, the memories we shared together have been incredible. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. I look back incredibly proud. Thank you for everything, lads. Which I feel like Louis and Niall are the two that really they don't really do music as much. I think Louis, I haven't heard any music from Louis. Niall, I don't really know. I think Liam did his own thing, but he kind of fell off. Zayn did all right. And Harry is doing wonderful. Is there anyone else? I think that's it. While I do think that these two guys are civil, I think that they would be much closer if this conspiracy never existed. Louis said it himself. It made everything, I think on both fences, a little bit more unapproachable. I think it shows that it was never anything real, if I could use that word. Louis said, when Zayn left, it still felt like One Direction, but we still didn't feel like the whole. So then to even take maybe Harry out as well, it's something that I can't ever imagine, really. As we know, Harry went on to have a magnificent career, an awesome solo career. It kind of reminds me of how Justin Timberlake left the group and then he was the one to pop off. Beyonce left her group and she's the one to pop off. That's kind of the Harry Styles here.
You've been absolutely amazing and we could not have done it without you.
I remember he's just bealing his eyes out, and I've never seen Louis cry. I've never ever seen him cry. We don't show that emotion, and he was just there proper upset. He loved the band. He loved what he was doing. And I think he just loved that journey.
So Louis was really affected by the band's breakup. He was, quote, heartbroken when the band decided to part ways. It's what Harry wanted. To make matters worse, what was initially supposed to be a temporary hiatus for the band slowly turned into a permanent split. Louis said, I could feel that potentially it was going to be a break. What was difficult was trying to understand how long that might be. The conversation surrounding the future of One Direction inevitably led to awkwardness and tension between various group members. Louis described the process as an uncomfortable time more than anything. Louis said, you're asking guys who have grown up being best friends to make selfish choices, which they should do based on themselves, but it doesn't change the fact that it was difficult for me to accept at first. If you ask me now if I think it's the wrong choice, I don't think it was. So I think he can acknowledge that it was time for the band to break up, and Harry had an amazing career afterwards, but it still was harder for him than anyone else.
The 30-year-old singer says it's an amazing feeling to see each of his 1D bandmates flourish on their own.
And it's nice to be able to watch on, and I think what's great, or what makes me proud, is everyone's kind of gone on their own individual journey musically, and kind of like created this identity.
As the years have gone by, Louis has been working through his feelings, and in 2022, he was quoted saying that, "I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me at first. The breakup and then Harry's shot to stardom. Only because I didn't know where to place myself," he said. "And really, my only point of reference was the other members of the band." So Louis saw Harry really become his own and have this style and this career and pop off. He saw these other guys create their music as well. Zayn did pretty well for himself, but he really didn't know where to go. I mean, there really was only one direction, and I guess he had no directions yet. Like all of them had their one direction to go into, except for him. Louis was left without the direction. Poor Louis. Louis noted, "It's not surprising to me that Harry's the most commercially successful because he really fits the mold of a modern star." He said, "It took me a while to work out where I stand." Louis took 2 years between solo records, wanting to perfect the songwriting above all else. He claims the entire band remained supportive of each other and their success regardless, because we've lived through so many experiences together in one direction. This bond we have for life. Let's talk a little bit about some of the reactions to this theory. This user, Lovely Chaos Missing, wrote, "I feel like even if they did, which I doubt, the whole need of Larry's to expose their romantic relationship was what made them grow apart. And honestly, that's really sad. They definitely loved each other in the early days of the band, and who knows, maybe they did have a crush on each other, but it was never and will never be any of our business. Like someone else said here, it's better just to keep it like a fan fiction." Tarina Lit wrote, "I mean, there's literally a video of Harry saying my first real crush was Louis. So yeah, I think they at least dated at some point. If they are still together is a debate and no one can know for sure, but I personally think that there's at least something weird going on with Louis because Walls can't be about Eleanor." Walls is a song that he had written. "Always You, I Went to Amsterdam, and Too Young, when they said a love like this would never last, has to be about someone he's known for a long time. Harry is not as obvious about it though, so I don't know, maybe it's just Louis writing about old times." Personally, I still can't get over that one mention of Ed Sheeran and the fact that he was performing and that Louis had held him, and that Ed Sheeran had tweeted about this wedding that he had gone to the same day that Harry's mom did, and that Harry tweeted. There's a lot to unpack from this theory. I think that it's nothing more than like us just like kind of talking about the history and entertaining the theory, opposed to there's no action items. You guys don't have homework. Don't go to Harry's page or Louis' page and say, "Sloan said you guys were Larry Stylinson." No, I'm not saying that. That's why I said in the beginning, I want to reiterate this is a conspiracy and we are a pop culture podcast. So we're just going through some of the things that happened before. And there have been other, celebrities and musicians who have also been accused of being in relationships like this, or, playing around with their sexuality or things like that. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.